going to read one story from this book called 5-Minute Peppa Stories. Are you familiar with Peppa the Pig and her little brother George? Well, then you'll enjoy these stories. Now, like I said, there's several stories in the book, several 5-minute stories, but this one I'm going to read today is called Peppa Pig Dentist Trip. Just one story today because they're all kind of cute, but I thought this was one of my favorites, so I chose this one first. There you see Peppa in the dentist chair and her dentist getting ready to check her out. Check those teeth. And what kind of animal is the dentist? An elephant. Is your dentist an elephant? Probably not. All right, here we go. Every morning, George and Peppa brush their teeth. Brush, 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 brush. Lots of bubbles from their toothpaste. There's their water, their sink, and they're brushing away. And who's that? That's a dinosaur. That's little George's best buddy, like a little stuffed animal friend, right? George, are your teeth as clean as mine? Peppa asks, showing off her shiny white teeth. You both have lovely clean teeth, and I'm sure the dentist will be happy, calls out Daddy Pig. Here's Peppa after she brushes. There's George, showing their pearly white teeth after they've done a really good job. Do you do a good job of brushing your teeth twice a day? 1, 2? I hope so. It's very important. Later that day, Peppa and George are at the dentist's office, and they're waiting for their checkups. It is George's first visit. Do you remember the first time you went to the dentist? Were you excited? Kind of exciting, isn't it? And maybe you were a little, I'm not sure what this is going to be all about. Or maybe worried. But it went really well, didn't it? Yeah. Well, they're sitting in the waiting room too. Look at, here's some other animals. I think you can tell what kind of animal that guy is. A zebra, and they're reading some magazines or books while they're waiting. Some kind of animal with horns. I'm not sure which one that is, but Peppa and George, of course, sitting here with a smile on their face, and their mommy and daddy. And here comes the nurse, who has pointy ears, and she's a bunny. So it says they're sitting in the office in the waiting room. And Miss Rabbit, the nurse you just saw, says, Peppa, George, the dentist will see you now. Hooray! They both cheer. They're excited. It looks like they brought their little buddies too. You can see George brought his best dinosaur, and Peppa brought a little teddy bear. Peppa and George meet Dr. Elephant, the dentist. Who's first, he asks. I'm first, replies Peppa. I'm a big girl. Watch me, George. So, here's the dentist you saw earlier. And here's Peppa in the chair like you saw. And this time we see Daddy and Mommy and little George waiting their well, they're not waiting their turn. They came along because they're their parents. But George is waiting, and Peppa's going to show her little brother George how brave she is, what a big girl she is, and help him feel safe because it's his first time. So that's a good idea, isn't it? Wasn't that nice of her as a big sister for her little brother to just kind of say, you know, I know this is your first time. I know you're wondering a little bit about it and you're excited, but you're just kind of like, I don't know, I've never done this before. I'll show you that it's not bad at all, and you can be brave and a big boy like I'm a big girl, right? Open wide, please, Dr. Elephant says. That's what dentists usually say, right? They have to see inside your mouth. Ah, Peppa opens her mouth as wide as she possibly can. Ah, and there's the dentist. He looks like a friendly guy, doesn't he? Little bow tie and smile on his face. He's going to look inside Peppa's mouth and see if her teeth need any repairs, or he's going to make sure they're clean too, right? Let's take a look, says Dr. Elephant, checking Peppa's teeth with a mirror. And if you've seen, there's like a long handle and a little round mirror that they use to kind of move around in your mouth and see all those beautiful teeth. There, all done. What beautiful clean teeth, says Dr. Elephant. And now you can rinse your mouth. So she goes gargle, 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 patooey into the sink. The pink liquid tastes like bubble gum. The mouthwash he gave her may have had some special ingredients in them to help keep her teeth healthy. And usually when they give you a mouthwash, they make it taste really yummy. And bubblegum is one of the flavors that kids like, right? Peppa spits it out into the sink, and now whose turn is it? George! So here's Peppa all smiley because she finished her treatment and had her bubblegum rinse. Now little George is in the chair with his little dinosaur friend, and the smiling doctor dentist is ready for him. Well, George is having a little second thoughts. Now that he's in the chair, he's thinking, George does not want it to be his turn. He was smiling there, but now he's like, Dr. Elephant can tell he is nervous. So that's why he let George hold Mr. Dinosaur. Did you see him? Remember we said he was holding the dinosaur? And so he did. And look it. Now George looks like he's okay. He's opening his mouth. And the dentist has been looking in, and they look like they're doing pretty good, right? They're doing a good job together. And George doesn't look scared anymore. Pretty soon the dentist was saying, all done. You have very strong, clean teeth, George. Dr. Elephant smiles. And that's that big smile you just saw. But wait, what is this? Cries Dr. Elephant. George has clean teeth, but this young dinosaur's teeth are very dirty. Uh-oh. Here's the nice nurse looking on. And there's the dentist talking to George, saying, your teeth are great, and so are your sister's, but that dinosaur, those teeth are dirty. What do you think he's going to do? So he calls to Miss Rabbit, who is his nurse, which really could be called a dental hygienist in nowadays doctor's offices. And he says, the water jet, please, Miss Rabbit. He orders the dentist. Have you seen that? They have a little skinny, it's skinnier than in this picture you'll see. This one looks like a little tiny shower head. But they have a skinny little probe looking thing. They'll go in your mouth and squirt water so that you can clean your teeth, and they'll brush them and rinse them out with that water. Well, here he's got a little tiny shower head and he's spraying in whose mouth? Mr. Dinosaur. He's got to clean those teeth. He uses the water to clean Mr. Dinosaur's teeth. And did you see how Peppa, here we go, get a better look at Peppa and George being very happy about their friend Mr. Dinosaur getting a good treatment, right? Their teeth are clean, and now Mr. Dinosaur's are. And when he's done, George cries, pink! And he picks up a glass. That's right, George, says Dr. Elephant. Mr. Dinosaur needs to rinse with the bubblegum flavored drink. And that bubblegum flavored drink probably has fluoride in it, which can help their teeth and clean them up the last little bit that needs to be cleaned. So there he is, giving him a sip of pink liquid. Wow, what shiny teeth you have, Mr. Dinosaur, cries Miss Rabbit. Dinosaur, grr, says George. Now remember, he's a little guy, so he knows how to walk. He's kind of what we call a toddler. He's a little guy just learning how to walk, and he can talk, but just a little bit. He's still learning a lot of words. So when he says dinosaur, he says dinosaur, because that's easier to say, right? And what kind of noise do we think dinosaurs make? Grrr. And so that's what he does too. And everybody's happy. Daddy, Mommy, Peppa, George, Mr. Dinosaur, Miss Rabbit, and Dr. Elephant. They're all happy with that doctor's visit, right? George loves Mr. Dinosaur, and especially now that he has nice, clean teeth. That That was a good doctor's or a dentist visit, right? And now Peppa and George have clean teeth too. The end. And you see them back at home scrubbing away because they learned that if they took good care of their teeth, brushed really good, not just a quick rinse or a quick wipe or just a poke here and there, but a really good brushing on top and on bottom and on the back of their teeth and on top of their teeth and all over, rinse out and spit 2 times a day, then their teeth are going to be pretty healthy when they see the dentist. And they'll have a really good doctor's or dentist, Dr. Elephant, dentist visit, okay? And you can too. And there it is, the end. And that's the end of our story about Peppa going to the dentist. See you later.